one thing I will not do is apologize for winning, especially with this team and how hard they're working and how much we're trying to figure out and how we're trying to withstand some cold spells and when they pop up in games. And so it happened to pop up in the fourth quarter there. But we did what we needed to do to have the win, and that's, I mean, I don't even want to question about that. I don't want anyone to even ask me, what happened? What happened was we had a 22-point lead because we played really, really hard. And that's a victory for Miami. So I'm not going to forget about that and say, oh boy, oh woe is us. No, I'm sorry. We've had dry spells throughout quarters. Sometimes it's the first, sometimes it's the third. It was the fourth this game, and we withstood it. And players made plays when we needed to, and it's a win. So I'm excited for my team and ready to move forward onto Florida State.
How important was it to get this win after all that you guys have been through with be out and everything?
It was important to play well. And so we played, 30 minutes of really connected basketball. Different lineups came through. Kenza and Mykea have been spending time in film together, and then they found each other. It was just like stuff that we've been working on came through. Destiny's getting more comfortable. And for us, for Clemson, which the way they kind of trap and press and everything, last time we played Clemson here, we didn't have B as well. And we turned the ball over like it was our job. And then today we only had 10 turnovers. So sometimes it's game management, but I thought that was the story of the game for us. We were getting plenty of shots. Obviously, in the paint, they destroyed us. So it was a matter of, us getting some defensive rebounds. That's the worst. I mean, they had, I think, 56% of their shots that they missed, they rebounded, and I think that's the worst I've ever coached through. We try to get 70% of our defensive rebound opportunities and 40% of our offensive ones. 56 is ridiculous, and so that hurt us in the fourth quarter too. And Bree went foul trouble, and so Destiny came in and got a couple big ones. And India, that's why India really stayed in the game, because she's a big rebounding guard and she was down there battling. So she wasn't hitting anything, but boy oh boy, she was in there battling, and that's what we need to do. It's just who we are right now.
How much have you had to reinvent yourselves kind of as a team without such a big piece of your team in the middle?
Yeah, no, it's the reinvent because we're still not sure of a time frame. I think that's been the hardest thing. At first, it was kind of a Band-Aid, and we were like, okay, we'll just sub in Bree. You've got B's minutes, and we didn't really change our team, but it's more of a Band-Aid. I mean, it's more than a Band-Aid now. So we're playing small, and the three needs to fall for us to compensate for the offensive rebound putbacks that we're giving up. I mean, that's and then our presses and our. I thought they played really hard in our three-quarter court scramble up press, and I think that won the game for us. How hard we played in that defense, especially like that 10-second count at a huge time and a couple of steals at huge times, and we've been that way before, but we've had to adjust.
One last thing. When they tied it up at 64, what were you thinking?
I was thinking, I'm gonna kill Kelsey Marshall, and then she hit a big shot, so then I don't want to kill her anymore because I love her. That was the one shot that they hit, they earned, and then the other one, we just weren't tagged. But what I love and what I need from these two is that the poise and the composure, because Kelsey just went on to the next play and actually was in the huddle coaching through the next offensive play. And 2 weeks ago, we would have been yelling at each other for that mistake. So I think that's where these guys have grown as leaders too. Is like we'll just move forward, and that was amazing. I think Jameer's shot was huge too, and we would have been. And she had actually, she had made a mistake on that play. She didn't run the play that we called, and so instead of being angry and where we were a little dysfunctional a couple weeks ago, the two people that kind of made a mistake went to the next play and hit huge shots for us. So. That you don't know what that means as a coach. That is a huge step forward for this particular team. That we weren't blaming backwards, but we were, moving forward, and that's been a heavy load. It's been a heavy load.
Mykea, at that same point at 64-64, what was going on your mind there?
I don't mean that to ever kill you.
Just basically getting the easy bucket and then stopping them on defense, not letting them get a easy shot off. Especially Spray after she just hit a big shot.
Kelsey, can you elaborate on hitting that shot and just what it meant to finally put the team back ahead for good?
It's a shot that I practice a lot, to be honest. I always get reps of it, but just not feeling under pressure, being calm and poised, and knowing that I'm going to hit it.
Did you know you were gonna hit it when it left your hands?
Every shot I shoot, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm going to make it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Kelsey, you tied your career high with 22 points today, and you obviously hit the big shot at the end. Did you just know from early on in the first quarter that you were on today, or what was going through your mind as the game progressed?
No, I just always try to shoot Miami shots and just play my game and let it naturally come to me.
Kelsey was a great leader in that game. She was talking through all the scenarios, talking through her team, just being really positive. I'm proud of you. You did great.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm proud of you too.
Any other questions?
Yeah, so now, all the games are important and the wins are important, but getting this boost of confidence going up to play FSU now.
Yeah, I think I'll have a more confident team in practice tomorrow, but I think we'll also be, still open-hearted and wanting, what do we need to do to be better, which is a good position as a coach to be in. I mean, I've had their attention after the Notre Dame. I mean, we played 25 minutes in South Bend that were great. We played 25 minutes in Chapel Hill that were great, but that's not going to win an ACC game. So, there's been a time where an 8-point swing became 16, and as long as we don't allow that to happen up in Tallahassee, then we're going to go up there and hunt a win. That's our plan.
And there's no timeline on B, it's just.
No, there really isn't, because it's per her symptoms. So it's per her. If she feels any pain, then she has to stay shut down. And if we can get her moving around and she doesn't have any pain, it's not like she's in pain all the time, but it's in her footwear pressure and it has to heal before. So any pain, it might be further. So we're being very conservative.
Is she practicing?
No,
No,
No.
nothing.
no. But I don't know. It's Florida State. You never know.
What was said in the locker room after this game? It's an exciting win. So.
You know what? I said the same kind of thing I said to y'all. It's like you don't, that was a win, and that was a big win, and we played great to get the lead, and then we went through some of our goals, and when we realized what we gave up on the offensive glass, I really didn't have to say much more. I mean, we're in there fighting, but we got to hit earlier, and we really got to work on that, because Florida State's traditionally a great rebounding team. So if we're not going to rebound, then we got to get some steals. We got to, when they have the ball, we need to get it back, whether it's a defensive rebound or a steal. 9 steals isn't going to win for us in Tallahassee. We got to do a better job.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.